Hello and welcome back to our coverage of the Halo 5 Pro Series. This is Grand Finals. This is for all the marbles, Harry. It's El Clasico. I say it every week. I try and big it up as it's really close series, but all the time Cartel just seem to run away with it. But do EGIF have a chance here today?
This is it, man. Like, this is the season finals. If you're going to crack the puzzle that is Cartel, that you haven't been able to solve all season long, it's right here and now, where, you know, the most money's on the line. You can say to Cartel, yeah, okay, you can win all the tiny little cups here and there. You can, you know, have those small wins, but have you won the big one? So that's the objective right here. Obviously, you want to win. You don't have to face the potential of a bracket reset like you do in the double elimination cups. You have one best of 5 right here. And you start off with Eden Strongholds, a game type that I know SLG knows how to play. He's taken this game type off of Optic Gaming at Worlds in 2017 with his French roster. So if there's a week to do it, if there's a set of game types to do it, it's probably here and it's probably now.
Yeah, and that challenge, that gauntlet is going to be laid down from now coming into Strongholds, Eden. But one thing we do have to give away is the Legendary 2 nameplates. We're going to be giving away 2 Legendary nameplates. That keyword is going to Cartel. It's only fitting. They've been our champions in Season 1s, 2, and now could possibly be, again, barring EGIF, maybe putting up a bit of a fight, a bit of a challenge, and really trying to rival them here. The gap, it's always been these 2 teams that have come out on top throughout the continent, but Cartel have maintained that stranglehold over the gold, over the big prize money. But it's now Shady in a battle, in a 1v1 with Kimbo. Kimbo's popped his shield and popped that camo into his chest. It's great aggression out of Kimbo, but somehow, Harry, he still ends up dead.
You know what? That's a really good play out of Kimbo. He knew he was outnumbered over on that camo side of the map, so why even risk the camouflage in Cartel's hands? You know you have the overshield here in the hands of Mose. He's getting smelted right now by Shady, but ultimately, if you're Kimbo, you know you're outnumbered, burn that camouflage. It makes sense. You don't want to have the likes of Shady and Legend flying around the map without even being able to see them. I think that's a really good play from Kimbo. You guys are focusing on the kill, but honestly, I think the death there from Kimbo, the way that he went down, is probably the most important thing in that kind of situation.
Mo's now rockets in his hand, starting to capture that red nest. Now 1 rocket left, just using it as a little bit of a barrier between him and that member of Cartel inside the red base. Now goes on the hunt. Looks as though he's getting dipsy doodled just a small bit. Did he get to fire that rocket at the ground before he died? We will have to get confirmation of that a little bit later. We do see that rocket still in play. It looks as though Jimbo actually has the rockets now as well. Maybe we'll shoot over to him if we need to, if he hasn't already wasted. It looks as though he still has them in his back pocket, but is there ammunition in the chamber? Only time will tell. Yes, there is. He's going to try and bank it off the wall, shoots it towards the pipes instead, but Kimbo shuts him down.
Yeah, 3 huge kills from Kimbo in that one life. The double to stop Blue Bend, which eventually is captured by Legend, but then also the trade onto Jimbo. Absolutely huge. This is where you need to answer back if you are EGIF here. You don't want to go multiple bodies down against Cartel, because we've seen how they escalate in previous situations. They're doing well so far though, EGIF. They're putting up a solid fight, but here's the 10-minute mark. Power-ups back on the map. Rockets back on the map. It's about how they respond here and whether or not they want to go for overshield, camo, rockets, or all 3. Snipe drone though, last alive.
We have Snipe drone here. Kimbo will of course have that time after that vital play that he made, getting the burn, ensuring Mo has got the overshield uncontested across the map. There is the camouflage now. Will Snipe drone make a similar play, knowing the overshield is there? This time though, he's shut down, and is Legend going to make this a camouflage overshield sandwich?
Not gone for it. He's gotten the 3 kills he needed though. And, Legend is just an insane player, man. We're on board with Shady right now, but Legend across the map is holding 2 players off by himself on Red Nest. And look at this triple cap now, and somehow Legend has stayed alive. Shady's chiming in with kills, and this is how quickly things can turn. They now know exactly where you're spawning, and Cartel, what they want to do here is just get you spawning in one place, and then when the first spawner's up, just cut him off from the rest of the team. Make them fight in disadvantageous positions. They've managed to get Blue Bend back, but at what cost? At what damage have they taken here, EGIF? They need to make sure they regroup on the map, and Jimbo going down is going to be a good way to maybe get numbers back here and fight actually 4 down for Cartel. Big wipe from EGIF, and they should be able to grab Catwalk right here.
4 members down for the moment, but Snipe Jones just misses that thrust towards, and he was isolated all alone towards this blue bend fight, but looks for some help from the catwalk area, which starts to come in the shape and the form of SLG. SLG gets a huge trade, but looks as though Snipe Jones lost the player in the clouds, but does fortunately get to take him down, and they make sure that they still have that stronghold. Catwalk now slowly ticking over towards the boys on Cartel as well. But can they get the stop here, EGIF? Yes, they can. They've taken him down, but Cartel are still scoring all this time here, Harry.
Yeah, they've managed to secure Catwalk just for a moment, but this should be a triple cap with those 3 kills. And look at Shady, he knows exactly where they're spawning. 8 minutes, that means Rocket's back on the map. Camouflage and Overshield joining just afterwards, and the worst part here for EGIF is the fact that it's a triple cap to Cartel. Off screen, Shady just scoops up the new Overshield. He's running away from Blue Bend, so SLG doesn't need to contest that. But the problem here for EGIF, they need strongholds. They can't afford to grab the power up. So Shady off screen now has Overshield and the camouflage. So SLG, even if he sees him, he still needs to take him down with that extra layer of shields. And now Cartel in complete control of the map right here.
Shady with that power-up cocktail. He's a greedy boy. He sipped it all up and taking it for himself, and he's got himself into a 1v1. Still a little bit of shield left as well. Manages to get himself a double kill. There goes the overshield, but still has camouflage in his chest and has all the attention of those 2 remaining members on him, while the rest of his teammates have the freedom and the world is their oyster as they start to maybe contest this red nest area. But now Shady looking to get into a 1v1 with this catwalk area. Here we go now. Shots go down onto his former teammate SLG. They fell out over personal reasons, but here he is, still has the camouflage. Now it's just dwindled away and withered away, but boy oh boy did Shady do some damage there.
Yeah, Shady needs to be careful here, and if I'm him, I maybe think about pushing this red nest, because you can see on the player outlines EGIF have played the low side of the map to perfection. They've just rotated away from Shady with camo, didn't allow him to play, and I tell you what, that's a big double from SLG. He's able to maybe help out. Is he going to try and stop Catwalk here? I thought he might try and help Red Nest, but instead he's kind of stuck in no man's land here. A triple cap for now to EGIF, but it's about trying to maintain this control for near enough for the rest of the game. Legend caught on his hind haunches there for a second. That's uncharacteristic. We're used to seeing him flying at 1,000 miles an hour across the map, but 6-minute mark, you know what that means, Richie. New rockets, new power-ups just afterwards.
Let that be a lesson to Legend. You keep doing what you're doing. You hold forward. You W key as it's called. As soon as he got himself into a crouch and he stopped making any sort of motion, he was back whacked. But just like Harry touched upon, we've got those power-ups coming up now. We've got those rockets, and Shady has picked up the overshield again, and he's going for that cocktail drink again. He looks for those double power-ups. Here we go. He's got the timing. There we go again. Can anybody stop him on EGIF? Cartel just running away with it here, Harry.
That's kind of nuts how he's able to slide there so quickly, and the good thing here for EGIF, he doesn't have that much overshield left, but look at the members of EGIF die here. Just needs to stay alive, play his life here, Shady, and yeah, there's the triple cap. We need to see a big series of kills to come in very quickly here, combined with some stronghold pressure from EGIF, but I think it's going to be game, set, match, game 1. Closer than anticipated, but Cartel resume their dominance in grand finals.
That is actually so impressive, Harry. Shady's using the overshield to then go and contest and pick up the camouflage twice, using one to help get the other. Talk to me about that. He's managed to do it twice in one game, and is that maybe a misplay from EGIF? Should they have been able to stop it?
It's just the individual brilliance, isn't it? We've been seeing it all season long. I mean, 14 kills, 15 assists is an absolutely insane kill contribution, and yeah, you could argue part of that is because he was able to stack those power-ups as we spoke about before. But, I mean, you need to shut one of the players from Cartel down on any given occasion. Whether it's Shady not having a great game, then Legend steps up. If it's not Legend, then it's Seeker. It's like, what do? You cut off the head of the snake and then 3 more appear for this Cartel roster. So time to regroup now if you're EGIF. You can't afford to throw away this next Slayer, otherwise you're putting Cartel on match point, and we know they don't lose from there.
Slayer on the rig. There's that snipe rifle. There's a couple of members on each team who like to get their hands on that scatter shot. Mose likes to call that his baby sometimes. There's the camouflage as well. All 3 of those are going to be pivotal in how this game shakes out and how this series shakes out. If EGIF can snag the Slayer here, and take us to a game 4 and maybe wobble Cartel just a little bit. But boy, oh boy, Cartel have started off strong, and there is signs of life there from EGIF. They showed there is enough in the tank that maybe they can take a couple of games here and cause an upset. But there we go. 2 members of EGIF go down. It's 3 kills to 1. And Sika, who's been a vital cog in this Cartel machine, he's got the wig wobbler.
Yeah, now it's time to see what Sika can do. Solid shots on his compatriot. Still has the sniper in his back pocket. It's going to elect to not use it in the end. Leave it to Shady. And well, the question is now, Richie, how long until we see the 360s from this man? Probably the scoreline a little bit too close to do it for now, but oh my lord, watching this man play Halo this season and last season has been an absolute revelation. He has been a key man for Cartel. That's 3 down. Momentarily, they're going to spawn bunker, and well, Shady is going to be a shooting gallery very soon.
Shady, he's going to be screaming pulls for the rest of his teammates as he finds the face of Kimbo there. Beautiful little shot as he spawned up towards that back stairs area. Prediction, and look, Shady immediately using that sniper rifle to put pressure on the new spawners outside as well. Finds the back of the skull of Kimbo. Can he get the no-scope on the snipe drone? No, he can't, but the damage has already been done, Harry.
He just had visions there of Shady hitting that shot and me falling off my chair. Look how Legend leaves the sniper for Shady as well on the respawn. Doesn't even want to go and pick that thing up. I'm not sure if Shady even told him that it was there. He's probably keeping that one quiet. And you can see here the movement as well as we switch off him, Legend. Nice little spring jump to be hit there. But it's all about this man, isn't it? It's all about Shady. It has been all season long. And well, it's about to be 3 down once again. Sika chiming in with a triple off screen, but we want to see this man do 360s. Come on, Shady.
Just look at his movement, how he gets from place to place. And maybe this is a shoe-in as to how he's managed to secure those overshields and camos at the same time, as he just runs around with all the freedom in the world. The shackles are off from Harry, and he's boy oh boy is he dancing.
You know what's crazy? I actually think this is the best we've seen EGIF play all season. I mean, they've been winning 1v1s at times against Cartel, and the score is 25-10. And they might argue and say, nah, we could have played better. Yeah, we made some mistakes. But honestly, this is the best I've seen them shoot. And they're down 15 kills here by the second camouflage of the game. Shady's finally going to be put to rest, and 3 down for Cartel. But Snipe Drone, yeah, I think that embodies EGIF series so far. That's been a rough Rig Slayer, and Snipe Drone goes skydiving.
Harry, let's speak about the mentals on the side of, you're saying they're hitting all their shots, they're winning like most of their pivotal 1v1 engagements, but they still find themselves 30 kills to 14, below or behind by almost double the score. What more can they do?
It's, again, just trying to break the conundrum that is Cartel, and the thing is, no one so far has been able to do that. And it's crazy the way they play Halo, because you see Shady flying around like this. You really need like a decent kill lead before the second camouflage of the game to stop him doing stuff like this and really put him back on his hind haunches, as we saw Legend did on Eden Stronghold. Shady there taking down Moze, but almost goes off the map, but says, you know what, Snipe Drone, that's how you stay on the map, buddy, and I can hit shots too. The movement right now of Shady is absolutely cracked.
He is so impressive, just clambering and spring jumping at ease. You very rarely see him take a second stab at things. He's done it to perfection as he's gone from Tower 1 to Tower 2 and then back up again. Here we are now on board with Snipe Drone. 3 bullets left in the magazine of the sniper rifle. Can he find some faces and help to claw back this deficit? Moze gets the kill, but Sika trades it off in the kill feed. But there we go, it's 3 dead for Cartel. Jimbo is the last alive, is it? Or is it Legend down towards his bottom tower area? And now they've got 4 dead. Can they start to push the envelope here, Harry?
Well, it's a good time to grab the kills, because Camo's just come up off screen. Kimbo's able to scoop that one up and slam it into his chest. But again, he's trying to make an individual play. He's trying to stay alive with that Camo, and he's gone down. And all of a sudden, Cartel with a man advantage. Look how quickly they push. Snipe Drone almost pulls off the Ninja, but couldn't quite get it to go. And Cartel, the reason I say you need like a decent kill advantage against this roster is because they play just absolutely gung-ho, and if they're in the lead, they don't stop. They just keep going. So I would love to see how they react under some adversity, but no team in Europe so far has been able to even get a lead against them. It's absolutely unprecedented.
Harry, let's talk about Snipe Jones' last life that we just seen, okay? He's gotten 3 players down to no shields, and all 3 of them have survived. How does that happen?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. It's just Cartel doing Cartel things, man. Robbie's off the map. It's 2-0 in the Cartel Cup.
It wouldn't be a series if we didn't see Kimbo fall into the drink or into the abyss on the rig. We talked about it before. We need to get some guardrails up for these guys because they cannot seem to stay on the map. But listen, it mattered not. I talked about Seeker being a pivotal cog in the Cartel machine. 17 kills to 8 deaths, a triple kill as well. So it looks we were hyping the praise and heaping the praise onto Shady's shoulders. But look, Seeker and Legend have gone and trumped them this game.
Again, man, it's like you cut the head off the snake, you keep Shady down to 10 kills and a Slayer. You have Legend and Seeker combining for over 30 between the 2 of them. It's literally like, what do you do? Like, how do you take these guys down? No one knows. It's like when Splice first came around, and again, people call these guys the EU Splice because of how they play and they just fly at 100 miles an hour. No one really had the antidote apart from Tox at one tournament to take down Splice. They won I believe they won Orlando, they won Columbus, and then they went on to win Seattle purely because no one had the formula to beat them. And that's what we're seeing from Cartel here.
We may have to email HCS and face it and see if we can nerf this Cartel roster. And maybe, just maybe, we can put Wonder Boy on that Cartel roster and then see if they're just as impressive as they are now. Harry, do you think you can hang with the boys and maybe get the gold in next season?
Let me tell you, man, I was playing some solo queue arena yesterday, and I matched up against Legend and Seeker, and I think I got about 5 kills across 3 games. So I was hoping I would get them on my team. It didn't work out that way. Thanks a lot, Joshua Menke. But I honestly think this roster is so well-rounded, and I think that would be doing a big disservice to Jimbo, because I think he adds an extra element to this team, and I think this team actually adds an extra element to Jimbo as well, right? We spoke about him in previous weeks, for those who weren't able to tune into the previous Cartel Cups. Jimbo is able to play with shackles off. He feels like he's not going to be lamented for trying something on the map, and that's what I absolutely love about this Cartel team. They're telling Jimbo, you know what, buddy? Go and fly. Have a go, and that's what I love about this 4-man roster. They're all complementing each other perfectly, and yeah, Snipedrone has camo. The Richie, they're down 35-0.
It's unbelievable. One thing that you touched upon there, how Jim maybe is happy with the way the rosters have shaken out, and maybe I'm going to ask you the hard question here, Harry. Okay, and I'll try not to sit in the fence. I want a straight answer from you. Okay, are Cartel a better outfit now with Jim than when they were with SLG?
It's tough to say. I think yes, and I'll tell you for what.
Tell me for what.
I think SLG is a bit more of a steady, methodical player than Jim is. I think Jim is happy to fly and play the way that Cartel want to play, and I think it works better in games when they're all playing for each other. This is no disrespect to SLG. I just think they're a different type of team than they were with SLG. But they've managed to get some ball time back with EGIF. And Mo's here just going to try and get the play off. He does so really well, actually. And now has a chance to maybe contest the new ball here from EGIF. But to answer your question, I think Jim maybe suits this roster a little bit better than SLG does.
Thanks so much for that. And now 40 points to 21 in favour of Cartel. But Snipedrone's got his hands on the ball now, starting to rack up a few points now, starting to close that gap. But Rockets in the hands of Shady fires that one warning shot across the map. Looks as though that might have been his last one, but Legend gets a double kill. Shady gets a kill as well, and that's 3 dead for EGIF as quickly as they were alive. And now the points are scoring for Cartel once again, and Legend still has 1 rocket left to play with.
Yeah, let's give credit though to EGIF. I mean, 51-29 at this point of the game. You're still in it, depending on which way the camouflage goes. We obviously saw decent play from Snipedrone on that previously, so he's going to know the timing. But nope, it's gone instead to Cartel. Shady, despite SLG having the ball, has the camouflage off your screen. So if I'm SLG, it's almost a matter of time until, yep, Shady comes through, shoots you in the bum, and then picks up the new ball.
Shady gets that kill, and that turns his kill into a triple kill. Overkill will be nowhere to be seen Camouflage still has plenty of time left on it, about 30 seconds or so. So still plenty of time to make some plays if you are Shady. As he drops down bottom middle, trying to identify any targets he can. And he does come face to face with Snipe Drone. He takes him down. That's a good kill, a big kill from Snipe Drone as he eliminates that Camouflage player. But they don't have to worry about him lurking in the hallways any longer. Mose is in a 1v1 and Jimbo's looking to come and try and help his teammate out. And he gets that kill onto Mose after Sika got taken down by him. Pre-nades his teammate there to Jim accidentally. And Snipe Drone will take full advantage of that there.
Yes, he will, but you still have to take Legend down, who somehow was able to get his shields back. They're scoring now, and SLG, if he rotates this ball the right way, they have a chance of getting a decent chunk of time here. I don't maybe play this ball if I'm SLG here. You want to remain in an area where if things go south, you can get that play off, but I think keeping the ball on the map right now when you consider you're in an advantageous position is the right idea, but instead they lose all the kills. Cartel win them. Rockets surely into the hands of Seeker. And that's just how quickly this game can switch. That's how quickly Cartel break your setup. I think SOG was right in not playing the ball there, but we forget that Cartel are on the other team. They just make plays all across the map.
Harry spoke about how things going south, and boy, did they just do that. Seeker picked up the Rockets. That kill makes it a killing spree. He'll pick up that medal to his already impressive accolades that he's got this series. On board now with Jim as the ball set up across the map from him. He's not looking to pay any attention to that at the moment. He gets a trade there as well. And if you're Cartel, you can trade all the live long day at the moment and just keep frustrating this EGIF side as now Legend pops the Camouflage into his chest. He has the attentions of EGIF on him. Mo is trying to get that kill, and he does. That is cracking play from Mose. Now 1v1 now, SLG up against Shady, but big help from Mose gets that kill. So I think we should jump on board with Mose. He looks like he's starting to heat up here.
He is. He's just gone down and first the caster. But I tell you what, it's just pure disrespect from Legend when he sees it's Kimbo staring at him. I think he just banks on Kimbo not being able to hit the shots and him getting away with Camouflage, and it's just so disrespectful from Legend, and I'm here for it all day. Now it's about where Cartel can find the kills. They've gotten 2 in a row here. Legend is able to take down SLG as well, so Seeker, if he can stay alive, looks like the attentions of everyone's just seemed to turn away from him. They're just banking on them playing super aggressive, but all the live long day, Legend has been grabbing ball time on top of that, and 6-minute mark approaching. That means, of course, as with every 2 minutes here on Echelon Ball, new Rockets coming up, new Camouflage shortly afterwards. But if you're EGIF, you have to worry about this ball time as well, because with, less than 50 seconds now, less than 50 points scored for Cartel, and well, this season is going to be over.
The impressive thing, though, as good as Cartel have been playing, EGIF are still within touching distance, only down by 40 or so points. So if they get a little swing, if they get a Camouflage or a Rockets in their favor, maybe they can cut that lead down to 20. But as I'm saying that, Cartel are just adding more points to the board.
Yeah, you got maybe two pushes here, Richie. Sorry to cut you off, but look at the time tick up here. 20 points away they are now, and it's been absolutely uncontested time here. Legend's been having a field day off your screen. He hasn't really had to fire his gun too much. The rotation here is a bit of an unfortunate one because Mo's got a spawn in front of him, so Shady has to try and prevent players rotating towards that ball now. See on the player outlines, there are 2 players in position to maybe take him down, but somehow Shady comes out with his life, and it's those types of plays that will frustrate EGIF so much. How does Shady get away and stay alive there? And a little cheeky body shot there. And I tell you what, Shady is very, very lucky to be alive. I'm not sure he'll get away with those types of plays on land, but hey, this isn't land. This is 2021 Halo 5. You've got to play the hand that you're dealt, and Cartel, they played it perfectly. It's the Cartel Cup once again.
It's the Cartel Cup for 3 seasons in a row, and just this is what we're talking about. Shady should have died so many times in that life, and then he picks up the ball. He has a Camouflage player right in front of him, but still manages to go up and down the lift and chew up the rest of that ball time that he needed. So impressive. But one thing I have to say is, although that series was 3-0, I felt like EGIF were in every single individual game, Harry, and that is a change.
That is a change. That will be something they can maybe take forward, into future seasons. Next season we have a week off now. Then we do it all again next season. But I'll be honest. I have some doubts about this Cartel team in terms of if they can get it done in a live event environment. And I was, believing the hype until I saw that last live from Shady, because I'm telling you, man, on LAN, right there, he dies. He's not able to make that play. I'm being honest. Shady goes down in that situation. So there's a bit of doubt creeping into me, but you can't take away from their damage dealt stat. I mean, that is still going to exist on LAN. I mean, they did way more damage on the map than EGIF did that final map. So there's a tiny bit of doubt creeping in for me, Richie. Maybe a bit of complacency, but take nothing away. They've won every single cup this season. They are now $2,000 richer. What else do you say? They win again.
Well, you have to say, when they win a series 3-0 and then somehow Harry ends up in doubt, that is impressive. But what we're going to do is we're going to roll those last two Legendary 2 nameplate giveaways. That keyword was Cartel. This is your last chance. Final call, as it were. We're going to roll those 2 giveaways, and then we're going to shut up shop here until we start the new season. Let's get a quick roll on that, producer Spilly. Roll that dice. And there we go. Fair Dobbs, you win Legendary 2 giveaway number 1. And we're going to roll it again as we see a few late entries. Cosmos, I see it. Drunken Halo, I see you getting that last squeaky entry in before we shut the shop down.
It's Legendary 2. Hang on, let me enter quick.
Too late, Harry. It's too late.
This one.
As Gert JB, you've won that final Legendary 2 nameplate, and we see Harry with the final entry trying to lock that one up.
One yet. That's the one I haven't got. I haven't got any of them actually. That's how exclusive they are. But yeah, I don't have that one. I really like that one. Damn it.
That just about does it for us, Harry. Thanks so much for being with me through the whole series. I've kept you busy. We've had some fun. But again, just like it was last season and the season before, it's the Cartel Cup.
Yeah, as per usual. Looking forward to seeing more dominance from them next season, and hopefully we can see a team step up to the plate. But I doubt it. They're just that good. That's how they've been this season, and no doubt will be the same next season.
Right, that just about does us as the curtain now closes on this season. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Take care. Bye-bye. You say that, Harry, they throw things. You need to stop over. Oh no! My good one. Plummet's not alone here. Oh no, Plummet.
Desire here needs to watch out.
Oh, big nades. Oh, big nades are enough.